All right, pre-calc, we're working with operations with matrices. We are in lesson 7.5, and this is some fun stuff. We have a bunch of different matrices. How do you perform operations on matrices? So we're starting by adding. Notice in order to add, you have to have this same matrix. A 2 by 2 added with a 2 by 2 you can do because you're going to add row 1, column 1 with row 1, column 1. So you get 6. Row 1, column 2, and row 1, column 2. Negative 2. Row 2, column 1, 2. And row 2, column 2, you get 3. So the matrix has to be exactly the same. It has to be a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 2. So let's look at a couple of these together. Notice we have a 2 by 3 and another 2 by 3, which means that it will end up being a 2 by 3. When we add, we get 1, 5, negative 3, well that was easy, a lot of zeros. Negative 3, 6, and 8. All right, when I'm subtracting, it's a little different, but not too different. So you could either change all the signs through, like adding a negative, or if you just want to subtract in your head, you could do that as well. So when I'm subtracting, I'm going to take 4 minus a negative 2, which is adding, negative 6 minus 3, which is negative 9, and 0 minus 1, which is negative 1. All right, let's look here. Example 4, this is a 3 by 3, and notice this 3 by 3 is trying to be added with a 3 by 2. This can't work. You wouldn't really write no solution. You would just put can't be added. I guess if no solution was the only choice on a multiplication, a multiple choice, I would probably put that. All right, there's a ton of different things that we're going to do here. Let's start by talking about scalar multiplication first. Notice I have to skip some of the examples because I don't have all the time in the world. Scalar multiplication just says that I'm going to take this negative 3 and I'm going to multiply it by all of A. So I know that negative 3 times A is negative 12, 3, 0, negative 12, 9, and negative 24. For the next question, they're telling us to take 2 times B. Well, 2 times B states that I'm just going to take 2 times all of these. So 2 times B is going to give me 0, 8, negative 2, 6, 2, and 14. Now sometimes they don't set these questions up as well, but this one they set up perfectly for us because notice they're telling us to take, hey, just what we did, this negative 3A and the 2B, and now we're adding these together. So I'm actually just going to take the answers. Sometimes you have to do it separately first and then take the answers. So in this case, I could just take the answers and add them together. And when I add them together, we get negative 12, 11, negative 2, negative 6, 11, and negative 10. All right, the last thing that I'm going to go over is this example on example 10. It says solve for x in the equation where 2 times x minus 2 times a is equal to b. So we did this in class. So I'm taking 2 times what minus 2 times a, 0, 3, 2, 0, negative 4, negative 1, and that is going to equal b. which is -4, -8, -2, 0, 14, 6. Now, you could choose to distribute this -2 or just do it step by step. And we're finding out what the answer is for x. So we want to fill in all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like a domino. So it's saying 2 times what? Minus 2 times 0. Well, that's 0. So 2 times what is going to give us a -4? That's a -2. 2 times what? Minus 2 times 3. That's a -6. So I know that this has to be a 1. 2 minus 6. Oh, that's not. It has to be a -1, huh? So notice we have a -6, and that has to be a -1. All right, moving on. 2 times what? Minus 4 gives me a -2. That would be a positive 1, right? Because a -4 and a 2. 2 times what? And that's a 0. So I think this one would have to be a 0. Let's check it. 0 minus 0 is 0. Yep. And the last. 2 times what? Minus 2 times 4. -4 would be an 8. That would have to be a 3. 6 plus 8 is 14. Very good. And then 2 times what? Minus 2, which would be a +2, would give us 6. 2 times 2. So 4 plus 2 would give me 6. So I believe the answer to x would just be that, what I just filled in, -2, -1, 1, 0, 3, 2.